The financial Gigachads got it wrong. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because, well, we've had the interest rate call from the RBA, and my viewers, the financial Gigachads that you are, the majority of you got it wrong. Sitting now, it's 76%. It was 80% at one stage. Voted yes, the RBA will increase rates, and 24% have voted no. And the poll is still open because I don't know how to close it. I don't think you can close polls on YouTube, can you? You can only delete them, and I don't want to do that. So, sadly, there you go, guys. The majority of the viewers were anticipating an interest rate hike. Now, I'm not surprised that people expected that, judging by it's the consensus on trading economics. A lot of the banks were saying it's coming. A lot of economists in the media were. Trading economics are anticipating the cash rate reaching 4.6%. So we'll have to see. So let's jump over here and check out to see what the statement on monetary policy from our very own governor. So at its meeting today, which is yesterday, the board decided to leave the cash rate target unchanged at 4.1%. And the interest rate paid on exchange settlement balances unchanged at 4%. Interest rates have been increased by 4 percentage points since May last year. The higher interest rates are working to establish a more sustainable balance between supply and demand in the economy and will continue to do so. In light of this and the uncertainty surrounding the economic outlook, the board decided to hold interest rates steady this month. This will provide some time to assess the impact of the increase in interest rates to date and the economic outlook. Inflation in Australia has passed its peak. Okay, so it's past its peak according to the board. And the monthly CPI indicator for May showed a further decline, but inflation is still too high and will remain so for some time yet. High inflation makes life difficult for everyone and damages the functioning of the economy. It erodes the value of savings, hurts household budgets, makes it harder for businesses to plan and invest, and worsens income inequality. And if high inflation were to become entrenched in people's expectations, it would be very costly to reduce later, involving even higher interest rates and a larger rise in unemployment. For these reasons, the board's priority is to return inflation to target within a reasonable time frame. What is a reasonable time frame? Is it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? Could we be sitting on 4.1% or 4.6% for a few years? And if you're in a mortgage, are you ready for that? We've got another video that we'll look at where a single mother or single parent, I'm assuming it's a mother, purchased a property off the plan and is now struggling with the interest rate increases because cost of living has also increased. And I'm not sure if they got that 2% government-supported deposit. Growth in the Australian economy has slowed and conditions in the labour market have eased, although they remain very tight. Firms report that labour shortages have lessened, yet job vacancies and advertisements are still at very high levels. Labour force participation is at a record high and the unemployment rate remains close to a 50-year low. Wages growth has picked up in response to the tight labour market and high inflation. At the aggregate level, wages growth is still consistent with the inflation target, provided that productivity growth picks up. I don't know if that's going to happen. I somehow get a feeling with all this talk of easy Mondays, what was that term? Where you essentially rock up on Monday and you be a lazy bum and you claim it's some millennial invention for, that's something different. Work-life balance, it's called being lazy. But yeah, we're gonna get those productivity gains. Sure we are, sure. Just too cynical. The board remains alert to the risk that expectations of ongoing high inflation will contribute to larger increases in both prices and wages, especially given the limited spare capacity in the economy and the still very low rate of unemployment. Accordingly, it will continue to pay close attention to both the evolution of labour costs and the price-setting behaviour of firms. I went shopping today for some going out RM Williams. I've had a pair for a while, but I've been using them on my construction side, and they look terrible. They look like proper work boots. So I can't wear them, where I want to be a city slicker that pretends he's a cowboy at a function or going out. So I need some pretty ones. So I went and got some pretty ones today. Now, the last time I went and bought a pair of Williams, they're about $500, which, frankly, considering how long they last, has been 5 additional children since I got my last pair. That explains how long I've had them. So it's worth it. And these ones today, $700. So over 10 years, yeah, a bit under double. Not too bad, to be honest, but it's getting more expensive. And here's the interesting thing. I was asking the lady there, and it was flat out, and this is just, Wednesday afternoon in Brizzy. And before the end of the financial year, it was busy, busy, busy. Now it's still busy, busy, busy. Not getting quiet yet. So the board is still expecting the economy to grow as inflation returns to the 2 to 3% target range, but the path to achieving this balance is a narrow one. A significant source of uncertainty continues to be the outlook for household consumption. The combination of high interest rates and cost of living pressures is leading to a substantial slowing in household spending. While housing prices are rising again, and some households have substantial saving buffers, others are experiencing a painful squeeze on their finances. There are also uncertainties regarding the global economy, which is expected to grow at below average rate over the next couple of years. What we're going to see is a two-speed Australian economy and an increase in the division between those that have means and those that don't. Sadly, it's going to be how it is. The class divide in Australia is going to get greater. Some further tightening of monetary policy may be required to ensure that inflation returns to target in a reasonable time frame. But that will depend upon how the economy and inflation evolve. The decision to hold interest rates steady this month provides the board with more time to assess the state of the economy and the economic outlook and associated risks. In making its decision, the board will continue to pay close attention to developments in the global economy, trends in household spending, and the forecast for inflation and the labour market. The board remains resolute in its determination to return inflation to target and will do what is necessary to achieve that. So we may see additional rate increases here coming from the board. Let's have a bit of a chat about this one. What do you reckon, guys? What's your prediction? I'll put another poll up for the financial gigachads of the channel to see if we will see a rate increase next month. They're paused. Is Low going to go out with a bang, or are they going to wait and see again? We'll have to see. I wonder. I would not be surprised if they would hold again next month. Depends on how the inflation data comes in. If it's still trickling down even a little bit, maybe unemployment ticks up a little bit. We'll have to see. But I think what we're going to see out of this entirely is an increase in the divide. It's going to be a K-shaped economy. There's going to be whole sections that are going down and others that are just going up and not noticing it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. And thank you to everyone who gave their opinion on the poll. And we'll see how it goes next month. Take care. Check out Heise BIM or Heise Does if you're interested in the content I create. And if you're a fan of the channel and want to support us, you can on YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call me if you need an architect. And for those of you that are financially supporting the channel, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But do not feel obliged to support a content creator. There's some creators I support myself because I enjoy their content. But when you got to take care of your family first, like you got to make your mortgage repayments or you got to pay off debt, you do that first. Okay? Content creators are luxury items. So when you're watching like The Quartering and he's bitching and moaning all the time, he'll just put out 50 other videos about some, I don't know, feminist bloody woman making a shitty Hollywood movie and claiming we're all sexist because it sucks. and then he'll buy a new shed for that. So that's the way to do it. You can support your content creators by watching their content. Okay? Because I don't want people to feel obliged or an expectation to financially support any creators. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.